Pokemon, Science and Magic, Chapter 15. It's been quite the while, hasn't it, since the last episode? But now it's here. Please support the official release. I bet you were expecting Unleashed. Well, no, I figured since it's been less than a week since Part 2 came out, I'd give it a bit more time.
So, my dear, how exactly did you manage to escape from Team Ragnarok?
She didn't.
I guess you could say I had a bit of help. Really? From who? I doubt that any of the dreaded hooligans living here would actually bother helping such a beautiful lady such as yourself.
I remember this well. Rachel's twist
one
reveal
actually
is
had
burned
a
into my
change of
brain.
Heart, but I highly doubt that would be the case for these money-loving grunts. Ugh, I'm getting wound up just thinking about it. How could they do this to you? And their leader. Ooh, when I get my hands on them, I am going to teach them a lesson they will never forget.
Turn around.
But you don't have to worry about that now, my lovely Rachel. Not now. Ah! Oh, don't worry, Thor.
Surprised by just how much rips. I'm used to the anime like they do one quick wipe and all the hit and the entire outfit's changed, you know?
It will be a time I'll never forget, alright.
And again, with an outfit that, you know, complex and such a drastic change, yeah, you're gonna need more than one quick turn, but it's an anime thing, you know?
Finally out of that hideous gown. I was starting to look sick.
The hairstyle reminds me of Misty, but it might just be because of the orange hair, to be honest.
Oh, my head. Who dares attack me? Rachel! Oh, my lovely Roselia! What happened to you? Don't worry, my dear. Whoever did this to you will be punished!
I did to myself.
Sweet Arceus, you're thick. Honestly, months I've had to put up with you. And for what? Just to gather a bit of information? Honestly, this is the most humiliating job I've ever accepted.
Job?
What? What are you talking about? Wait.
So you aren't the leader?
I don't understand. Do I really have to spell everything out for you? Fine, since you're too brain dead to put the pieces together yourself. You see, Thor, while I was hanging out with you, I've been gathering information and leaking it to Team Bedrock. A big oaf such as yourself would chat about just about anything to a friend. Wait. So
wait, Team Bedrock?
Everything
what
I
about
told
Ragnarok?
You about my missions? About the scrolls? You were a spy. You think? Why do you suppose we were always one step ahead of you at finding those scrolls? We had the perfect insider source. You.
Before you really done goofed.
Honestly, it was so easy getting you to tell me what we needed to know. I mean, you didn't even bother keeping secrets with me. I knew almost everything, and how to keep you guys busy until we could attend to the matter at hand. But of course, you would do anything for your lovely Rachel. But I love you. I know. But isn't love the world's greatest puppeteer? Oh, breaking their spirits. This is my favorite part. Now I remember why I love doing this job so much. It's so satisfying getting into their heads just to break their spirits with a classic betrayal. And to think, with all the time I wasted spending with you, I almost forgot that.
You will not get away with this. Rather, you will not get away with this!
Yes. You're still
something
here.
dramatic,
I
I
almost
don't know.
forgot for a second. And you think you can stop me? Oh, that is cute. Well, let me tell you a little secret. I'm not just some espionage member of Team Ragnarok. I am their leader.
She is the leader.
I am the commander of this guild.
I guess
and
when she
thanks
said
to your
any job I've
bulk-headed
ever
friend
accepted,
here,
she just
I
doesn't consider
know
herself better
every
than her
move
own
you'll make.
crewmates.
So if you think
she
you can
considers it a job
stop
too.
me just because you've
Or it was a
beaten me a
mistake.
few times, you can think again. Because those times weren't even legit. You know why? Because I let you win.
Of course you
I
did.
was only testing your skills. And now you shall face me at my true potential. Team
And kick my
Ragnarok
ass.
will be delivering these scrolls to our client, and there is nothing you can do to stop us. Now, let's have a bit of fun, shall we?
Guildmaster Rachel wants to battle.
I've studied you for too long, player. You can't surprise me. Go, Mighty Enna!
Of course. Love that Pokemon. People complain that
Then again, I've been wrong
Herdier
before.
straight up dog
No matter.
looks like Mighty
All
Anna.
the Pokemon I've been using beforehand were flukes in comparison to what I have in store for you. Go, Scrafty!
Ah, nice. So she seems to be a dark specialist.
I'm still not impressed. Crush 'em, Crawdunt!
I never did get one of these things. Then again, I never had a Corphish either.
You are really starting to tick me off now. Rip them to shreds, Woolert!
Ah, I thought this was a race. But she's saving something.
Well, it appears you truly have gotten stronger since our last encounter. No matter, the gloves are off now. Bear witness the might of my strongest Pokemon. Go, Huleficent! Oh my, aren't we in
haven't
trouble?
we seen something similar to
Ladies
this
and
before?
gentlemen, meet Huleficent, the mistress Pokemon. It's the long-awaited split evolution
Oh.
to Illusion, evolving again once it reaches level 30, like Horrific, only it must know a Dark-type move in order to become Huleficent.
I see.
And Darkness is what this Pokemon has given into
It's a part fairy
in its
type?
corrupt form. In ancient times, this Pokemon
This
was
is
said
poison
to be
still, I
the
believe. I
Shadow
don't think
Bringer,
Dark resists
bringing
poison.
both chaos and fear to wherever it went.
Let's see why.
Legends say that this Pokemon was formed when a Halusion's tail was cut off by a mischievous hunter. It shows compassion nor sympathy for no one. However, in the darkness of moonlight, it's said that you can hear its mournful cries as it sorrows for its lost tail.
Ugh. I love the little flame in its hand too. That's just cool.
Well played, player. Well played.
So, being given the smarter Pokemon, we probably
Congratulations,
swept her.
player. If I didn't know
Or
better,
if there was
I would have
or
thought
classic
that
one,
you were the one
well,
who was holding back the whole time. But know this, I shall never
Possible could have been more
underestimate
even.
you again. If you and the Double C want these pathetic scrolls, then fine, you can take them. However, Team Ragnarok never leaves a job half done. Capturing our base, as well as most of our recruits, proves nothing. See you around, player. Oh, and if you see that amnesiac professor, tell him I said hi. Also, thank you to the both of you for being so gullible.
Come on, Four. We've got to find those scrolls.
Forgive me, player, but my heart has been shattered. All this time, my sweet Roselia was merely an Ekans under its rose. And Ugh.
He's gonna need a bit. Much later.
Oh. Oh my goodness. 4, I'm so sorry. I'm sure this must come quite a shock to you.
You have no idea.
Sure? With respect, Aberdeen, the woman I loved, that I trusted, she never really cared about me in reality. She only really used my love as an excuse to benefit her and a pitiful excuse for a guild. I know, and fake love is something that no one should experience. All the same, you and the player here have at least helped us recover the scrolls that were captured. It is suspicious, though, that Team Ragnarok would give them up so easily after going through all this trouble to obtain them.
I know, right?
That's all you can think about? After everything I've been through?
Well, it doesn't revolve around you,
Rachel
so...
stabbed me in the back just to gain information on these blasted scrolls? Which could...
Destroy the world?
Which we could have obtained if I just...
We didn't get the scrolls.
Arceus. Himmel. Why did she choose me? Of all the guild members, of the entire region, why me? You're the closest guild member to Odon outside of the Double C. Not to mention, she probably assumed you were the weakest link.
Even weaker than your brother.
I'm one of the strongest trainers in my guild, and yet I was deceived by her so easily. And I've neglected my duties time and time again. And now, my ignorance has come back to spit me in the face. Ugh, this is all my fault! Why didn't I listen to my father? Or anyone? That's all in the past for. Our mistakes only defy us if we do not learn from them. Now, I'm sorry to do this to you on such short notice, but considering that you've disobeyed a direct order and participated in a job which you were not requested to do, I'm afraid you're going to have to be reported to the Double C.
Again.
Of course.
I like how he gets into trouble. I don't know if he was reported for not doing the job, but if he wasn't...
Very well then, Aberdeen.
He gets reported for doing a job he wasn't supposed to do, but he doesn't get in trouble for not doing a job he was supposed to do.
To come with us for questioning.
He probably was reported, to be fair, though. It's been a while.
Player, I would like to thank you for your help.
Oh, that's a boat.
In my travels across the world, I have met
in the bottom right there, I couldn't tell it was a boat, so I thought it was some sort of like dragon flute thing he was holding.
To tell.
Like the fan in the back was the top of the dragon head.
Are coming into shape quite nicely. You have more than proven your reliability with the Double C. And, thanks to your help today, Team Bedrock has been officially disbanded. Their guild shall be decommissioned, and any members that have escaped shall be captured and hunted down. Now, I shall take my leave, but before
Team Bedrock was Team
perhaps
Ragnarok.
I can recommend one last challenge for you, if you're interested. You see, there's one more path you can take amongst the coast of the country. Travel down this path, and you can take on one of the strongest guilds in the region.
Really?
Well, it's not technically a guild anymore, so it's more like the strongest guild master. I've heard you've had a bit of a hobby lately of challenging them.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a hermit, but I'm sure he'll offer a great one for you. What do you think?
Master Roshi. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out.
Excellent. However, make sure to be careful. He's not too fond of visitors. However, your interest for battle should pique his own. Also, here's a little something to help you out during your match. Best of luck, player.
Aberdeen gave you an axe fragment. Ooh, now we can supercharge. Haxorus is getting one. Nice. Oh my. He looks like he took on the High Dragon color scheme.
Introduces us to armor-charged Haxorus.
His head is
armed
sideways.
To the teeth with tougher armor and axes everywhere.
And the first time I saw his tail, I thought it was like a dual Hydronoid
blades,
thing.
Which you can use to slice through steel. On top of that, its new ability, Fairy Armor, protects it from fairy-type attacks.
Oh, I would love to use
reducing the
this,
damage
because
from 4 to 2.
in Gen
Its
6,
supercharged
no,
dragon
in Gen
axe
7,
not
I
only
would
allows
use
it to
Haxorus
ignore
as an
protecting
anti-fairy
based
thing.
attacks,
Because I had a
but it
freaking
also
Focus
allows it to
Sash
do
and
super
Poison
effective
Jab
damage
on it.
against
You want to use
fairy-type
up your one
Pokemon.
fairy attack? Fine. Die.
Well, that was a bit of a mood lash from what just happened beforehand, but still, you can't help but feel sorry for 4 after everything that's happened.
Yeah, really.
Still, the situation has been taken out of our hands now, so there's not much we can do about it. Still, as upsetting as these events were, hopefully 4 will finally learn some sense from them. Regardless, let's take Himmel's advice and check out this lone guild, shall we?
Guild of 1. Oh, huh?
You know, with how many axes this Pokemon has, I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Beeching had one.
I don't get it. Oh, right, because he axed a lot of companies and train stations and stuff. Sorry, that was a slow burn.
As we travel to the coast of the country, we get to see
Either
more
way.
of Corvin Valley's beautiful
I'll
scenery.
Google it later.
In these magnificent lands, you can expect to find a ton of Pokemon, including some good sea Pokemon if you decide to go surfing. Newbies include Gupplefish, Guppaloid, Burlisipede, Leaparact, Critonium Gastrodon, and Ursushi, and Shrewderol. And the oldies include Pelipper, Braviary, Bleasel and Floatzel, Larvitar, Feebas,
Larvitar's here.
Barraskewr, Gyarados, and Houndoom. So yeah, nothing that we haven't seen before. In fact, I think we've already encountered every new common Pokemon you can find in the region. The only thing that's left to look for now are more armor-charged forms to boost our ranks.
And of course,
So,
even
let's go
less
looking
common
for those, shall
Pokemon.
we?
Or Commons,
we're
as they're
definitely
called.
gonna need it if the next guild is just as strong as Aberdeen said it was.
Toxicroak's getting one. Almost got a Croagunk kind of instinct.
Supercharged.
Good, Toxicroak could use one. Oh my! Looks kind of cool, not gonna lie.
Starting us off, the Jab Fragment
He
will
got
give
the
us access
Croagunk
to
color scheme back,
armor-charged
though.
Toxic Croak,
Not that I have a
as
problem
well
with
as
that.
having the ability to stretch out its new arms to increase its ranged power. It can now inject poison into its upgraded claws from the poison cheek on its stomach.
Ooh.
The venom this upgraded form can produce is like acid and can corrode almost anything it touches. Its move, Supercharged Dart Frog, allows it to fire off its claws from its arms like darts, which then inject poison into the opponent, causing
Nice.
a random status condition to be inflicted.
Die, bitch. Ooh, Shift Tree. Cool.
Supercharged.
This thing was always Ruby exclusive, and I only had Sapphire as a kid. Until Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I hadn't played Ruby.
The Tengu Fragment will give us access to Armor-Charged Shift Tree. It's said
Became
that
a
this
flying
upgraded
type?
form will awaken an ancient power within Shift Tree's DNA, thus giving it this Armor-Charged form, which grants it the flying type. Its upgraded fan hands are not only super sharp, giving them extra cutting power,
They're like
but
fins.
Shift Tree can now use them to glide. On top of that, its new Whirlwind hair can be used to create tornadoes and sustain airtime.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of
Its
this
move,
look, but it's not
Supercharged
terrible.
Makeshift, allows it to whip up a leaf
I
tornado
just wouldn't use it, you
which blows
know?
away the opponent and any other field effects. Similar to Halucha's Flying Press, this move doubles as both a grass and flying type move.
Ooh, cool. Baratic's getting one now. Ah, yeah.
Supercharged.
Oh, this is interesting design.
Next up, we have the Polar Fragment, which gives us access to Armor-Charged Beartic. This more combat-oriented form grants this Pokemon heart-piercing armor, as well as the ability to combine its claws into a powerful blade. With them, this creature can pierce through glaciers in seconds.
That's cool.
And its move, Supercharged Glacier Blade, allows it to do just that.
It's got a
it
beard.
also does more damage if the opponent is
Well,
frozen.
that's from Snot too, like with Cubchoo.
That's pretty much
more
it
damage
for
if
now.
frozen. Nice.
It is a shame that we've almost uncovered all of this region.
Then Arceus took out frozen typing.
Still, there are a few adventures waiting for us around
Or
the
frozen
corner.
status, I should
such
say.
as the next sight to see on our list,
They made it like
the
burn.
Tri-Blades of Trust.
Tri-Blades of Trust. So that was what those arrows were. I thought it was legit like, look up, stupid. Wait, is this an actual thing,
Ladies and
IRL?
gentlemen, welcome to the Tri-Blades of Trust. These 3 standing stones have been set for thousands of years as a marker to the end of the Krytonium War. It was in these ancient grounds where the final battle of the conflict reigned, and where it all ended. Out of the 100 years in which the war went on, it was said to be the bloodiest.
I imagine
And
so.
the straw that broke the Camerup's back, at which Arceus came down from the heavens and, well,
Said,
if
"Knock
you've been
that
following
shit out."
everything so far, you know the rest. The 3 stone swords were marked into the ground as a sign of putting down all weapons and ending the conflict once and for all. And ever since then, rune stones had been placed all around the area as a memorial for the many lives that were lost not just in this battle, but through most battles in the Krytonium War. Mysteriously, both Renestone and Galarian Yamask can be found here, crawling across the site. In fact,
But
if
they are
you bring
relics
them
of the
both
past in a
here,
sense.
you'll be able to access their evolutionary forms.
Oh, this is where you get it.
Rock and Runerigus. Quite
Cool.
strange, isn't it? Anyway,
Strange,
let's
but they
not
need to put it
disturb the site
somewhere.
any longer.
And so we might as
We
well put it
only
with the
have one other
ancient
place we
rural
can
site,
visit
I
on
guess.
this route, so let's move on.
To Nocturna Coast. Probably meant Coast. Then again, British also added U to colors, so maybe they took an A away from Coast.
And here we are, at Land's End. Welcome to Nocturna Coast. As far as the eye can see, there's only a handful of things here, including rapid waves, rocky beaches, and a single lone lighthouse, which, as you can imagine, is this lonesome Pokémon guild, which Aberdeen told us about. Admittedly, I'm not too fond of visiting this Pokémon guild master, but
Really?
we've come this far.
And you're the
so
narrator.
might as well see it through. Okie dokie then, here goes nothing. To save you a long explanation, there are no gimmicks that this guild has. In fact, as you climb up this lighthouse and its spiral staircase, there's nobody here at all. Just a handful of dusty and empty rooms, and a strange pink light which emanates from the lighthouse above.
Pink lights.
As your curiosity grows, you climb closer and closer to the top, and eventually, we come across a face.
That's quite the look.
Is he... Seems like a strong silent type. Well, luckily I managed to pick up a few things while we were climbing up the lighthouse, so if you look around for a bit, you'll be able to gather a bit of information about this guy. So, to fill you in, because he's obviously not going to,
Yeah.
his name is Creed, and he used to be the Pokemon Guild Master of this place. However, one day his guild just closed down.
What?
Everybody left to find greener pastures, except for him. As for the reason why, well, I'm sorry, I just can't help but feel a little creeped out while looking at this guy, and while you stare at him, you can't help but feel that as well. As you both stare each other down, you feel a strange energy pulsing from him. Behind him, you can see the glass upon the lighthouse cracked, and the bulb flickers that pink light that guided you towards this place. And all this time, Creed still doesn't respond to you. He just stares at you, those dull eyes. He seems pretty disinterested in your presence. That is until he notices that you're a Pokemon trainer. After that, he slightly nods, and prepares to battle you.
Must have seen our Pokeballs. Guildmaster? Creed wants to battle. This guy is crazy. He's got a Kadabra.
heading straight into it now, are we? Okay then.
Skip right to it. Okay, nothing wrong with
Creed
that.
is one of the strongest, nay, the strongest guild master you will ever face up until this point. He appears to specialize in psychic Pokémon, and they are all remarkably high level too, capping around the 50 stage at least.
Really?
And being the strongest guild master so far, he not only has one gimmick when you battle him, he has two. One is that a mystic terrain will be set up, boosting his psychic type moves. Another appears to be his impatience. You see, he doesn't really want to spend all of his time battling you. So, when the match starts, you will have a timer of 5 minutes.
What?
And if you're unable to knock him out before that timer runs out, you automatically lose. So, you better bring your A game if you want to beat him.
He just loses patience with us and is like, fuck this, I'm out. Oops, sorry, hit the thing. I'm sorry, but if you decide that I'm not worth your time, you lost me a time expiration. Because, you gave up. The fact this guy's didn't say anything is disturbing. Okay, Cham as well. Oh, what his ace is going to be. Probably something new. Nope. Well, we took down one of the strongest guild masters in 5 minutes. Or less. Preferably less. Took him down in 4 minutes, 59 seconds. I wonder if the timer would stop when the animation's playing. Probably not. That's not how it works in competitive. Why would it work here?
I wasn't kidding when he said... Wait. Hold on.
We're outside.
What are we doing back out here? I mean, we were in the lighthouse, then the battle ended, and then... That's it. Nothing. In fact, the only thing you can remember after the battle was Creed pulling a small smile. Even the pink light which drove you towards the top of the lighthouse is now gone. Oh well, at least we get the extra points to improve our rank. Not to mention, if you look in your bag,
what the fuck was that?
See a TM for Psychic in it. Not to mention, if you try to get back in the lighthouse, well, you can't, because for some reason the doors are locked. Very strange.
Let me guess, the place is abandoned and no one's lived in here for years.
Well, we came here for a battle and, well, we got just that. In fact, if you did choose to come up here...
What, was he a Malamar in disguise? Because it was an alien in the anime and a
not
villain
much
and all
else
that
to do
jazz?
now, is there? I mean, Team Ragnarok is disbanded. We've beaten almost every guild master in the region, not including the ones from the Double C. And we've pretty much discovered every non-legendary Pokemon in the entire region.
Let's go home.
So, what are we supposed to do from here? Well, we'll have to find out next time, as our journey through Cryoto continues.
Oh, wow. Your game has been saved. What the fuck was that final chapter? That one just weirded me the heck out and I had no idea what was going on. Oh, no. Don't gonna get spooked. I have no idea what happened with that, and it's probably for the best I don't, otherwise it's not creepy anymore when you explain shit. Then again, you have to have a haunted section in Pokemon games, so, you know, there it is. And that was creepy, weird, and I had no idea what was going on. Which was the point. Anyway, yeah, this was quite the action-packed episode. A lot happened in this one, like Rachel's reveal, Four's downfall, and got some new armor charge Pokemon, and got creeped the fuck out. Yeah. Feel bad for Four, though. And we get into the ancient grounds and stuff, so yeah. This one was pretty plot-heavy and simultaneously not very plot-heavy, but it's a Pokemon game, so there's not much plot in the first place. But there's a lot of cutscenes. Anyway, yeah. Well, I don't remember what my team is anymore, to be honest, so I can't tell you what it is. But I do know I have the Fire Stars, so that's something.